Hey y'all, this is Anna Alexander. Welcome back to my basement. On this day, I'm attempting to watch all of the shows, all of them, and that includes Reacher, Season 2, Episode 2, and we have premise established, I think. Okay, so someone is going after the people in Jack's former unit, the 110. But as I'm thinking about it, are they going after the people in the 110? Why? Them specifically, why now? My brain just went on a tangent. However, someone's going after them. We know of at least 2 that have passed. Lowry passed 2 years ago. Is that related or not? Franzi's gone. Snow, 99% sure, is gone. Everybody else is unaccounted for except for O'Donnell and Neely. O'Donnell, right. Okay. Season 1. It started out somewhat similarly as Season 2, where Reacher's out and about, just living life. Something happens. He's trying not to get pulled in, but now he's got a personal connection. It's now personal. I'm hoping that that's kind of where the similarities from 1 and 2 seasons end. Because Season 1, we had the double cross of somebody on the inside with Picard. The FBI guy, Finley's friend. And O'Donnell's giving me strong double agent can't be trusted vibes. So I'm hoping that doesn't come true because I would like the 2 stories to be more different. I think that makes sense. But who's coming after the 110? Why? And why now? I hope we find out soon. And I'm going to try to solve it as we watch, even though it's only in episode 2. But we're going to get ready to go under the big cozy blankets. Because it's early and I'm starting my day, I have with me just a lovely pink lemonade. I would like to know what you are drinking as well as you settle in. And remember, full episode of Season 2 is available on Patreon. You sync up your copy with me when I push play and we enjoy the show together. Are you guys ready? I think I'm ready. Let's get to it.
I paid off the concierge. The ID Neely is checking in.
Just keep an eye on that hotel and them.
I know. I missed the Sarah Connor joke with Robert Patrick because I was too much paying attention to whatever baseball player Reacher had checked in on. Yes, as I was also going, Robert Patrick. And sometimes I want to call Robert Patrick Robert Stack. And I know they're not the same people. They don't even look alike. Although maybe getting older, they may have the same haircut. But they're not the same people. Okay, we're starting. Okay.
So if someone's going after the 110,
Wow,
how come
we're
they haven't
picking
made
right
about
up.
3 of us yet?
You were in the woods with your family. No one can ever find me, and maybe they just hadn't gotten around to Neely yet.
Or they were using Neely to draw out the others.
I'll call Sanchez and Orozco. I got Dixon.
There's a
So,
black sedan across the street, a couple houses down. Same one as yesterday.
what case were they working on that was left with threads? Is my question.
What does he think he's gonna do?
Incapacitate you. Now ask you questions.
Just like the good old days.
Yeah, you on the sidelines while I do all the work.
This was his gun.
Police?
NYPD?
Name's Gaetano Russo.
Is he NYPD for reals?
Hey, don't look at me. You did all the work.
Is he really NYPD?
I was pissed about the dog, and I assumed he was involved in killing Franzi and Swan.
What did you teach us? In an investigation, assumptions kill.
No, it was in an investigation. Details matter.
Broke his nose. He'll be fine when he wakes up.
If.
Guy Russo. He's the investigating officer in Francis' homicide.
Wait, I don't understand. Was it a car accident?
No, we just kicked the car.
Well, then how the hell did the airbag go off?
He kicked it really hard.
I'm telling you, this guy's a beast. Time comes, I'm gonna need some backup.
So, Russo is not working with these fellas. You're letting Russo do work for you and you just follow along and pick up the breadcrumbs. Is that what's going on?
We can't run anything under our names.
Oh, we drive around in a stolen vehicle. We risk getting pinched.
I've got our solution.
You steal another vehicle.
That was your undercover job.
Reacher.
Well, that's coincidence. Okay, coincidence is one thing. This is too much of a coincidence.
If you were on vacation, you would have checked in with your office periodically. So you had to be working undercover.
Same old Reacher.
Still got your fake ID with you? Use it to rent the car. Sanchez and Orozco are MIA too.
Unless Dixon's in on it. I'm ruling out no one.
You do not mess with the special investigators.
Speaking of that phrase, in the books, is it really you do not mess with the special investigators? Or is it a little bit more colorful?
Well, anything jump out at you?
Yeah, a rat the size of a honeydew about 20 minutes ago.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's back in those boxes somewhere.
Gross.
Yay.
They always tell a story.
Whenever C-17's ferried Humvees back home to the States.
I mean, it's a minor detail, but in an investigation, details matter.
I like that. I'm gonna use it.
When those planes land, the amount of fuel in the tanks is exactly what's expected.
The excess fuel is being used to transport more weight than people realize is on the plane.
Yeah, exactly. Contraband in the Humvees, drugs, guns, stolen cash, all of the above.
You just found a case worthy of our attention.
I don't know about you, but all this sleuthing's made me thirsty. I'll go celebrate.
Celebrate what? You haven't done anything. You just found something interesting in the papers.
Maybe next time.
Yeah,
Excellent work, Dixon.
yeah, no problem.
So, numbers telling you a story?
It's totally incomprehensible. I mean, if these are supposed to be fractions, then it's sloppy work.
What about the list of AM names?
Maybe it's someone with a grudge against the 110th.
What about James Barr?
Barr's a shooter. Can't picture him throwing someone out of a helicopter. Plus, I ran into him in Indiana last year. He owes me now.
So who has the resources to have a helicopter to be able to push somebody out of it in New York?
They left his broken body out there to rot. For all we know, Swan's out there too.
Personal!
There's no blues station.
Bro, we're in Jersey.
It's from my phone. Ron used to blast us at HQ all the time when you weren't around.
Leave it.
Gosh, I hope nobody turned it on somebody. This would be terrible.
But it's Carla Dixon. She's with them now. They're headed towards Atlantic City, probably gonna try to find their missing buddies.
And somebody who knows a lot about them was
About needing backup. I know some local talent.
Well, bring in whoever you need.
Robert Patrick, like their former SO or something like that.
I just want them dead by tomorrow.
And they're all in one place now.
You said they hadn't trashed Swan's place.
Yep.
Add that to the list of things that must mean something.
Better days.
Am I the only one of us that doesn't have this photo?
Mine.
Got mine.
On my bookshelf. Hard to hang a picture on your wall when you don't have walls.
Mm-hmm.
Who under 50 frames photos?
We do.
Other than the 110th, how many photos you have at your house?
A lot.
You two stay here. Both look like cops.
What do you two look like?
Lady and the Tramp.
This woman working today?
Who are you?
Friends of Horace Sanchez?
These guys say they're friends of Sanchez, want to talk to Molina. Take him back to the office. She's doing the books.
Is she? That sounded ominous. This is coincidentally the local talent, the other guys. Look at all these people looking at. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Take your shit and get out of here now.
Isn't that the girl from the photo?
Oh, shit. Hey! And this is why Dixon wears low-heeled shoes.
What's going on, fellas?
You guys are gonna stop coming around here messing with our friends.
Look, pal. You somehow...
Duck. That was so telegraphed. Jeez. I love how Dixon did not have any disregard for her coat or whatever, just took her down. Regard? Regard.
I'm so sorry. I never would have run if I known who you were. I should have recognized you from Jorge's photos.
That's what I was wondering.
Scary dude came in here asking for her about a week ago.
Broad-shouldered, bald guy?
No, he had hair, scarred on his cheek.
Do you know if Sanchez and Orozco had any recent contact with Calvin Franz or Tony Swan?
Actually, yeah, he was here a couple weeks ago. I took a picture of him. We were working a case together.
Sanchez told you that.
Yeah. You tried asking France about this?
We can't.
Why not?
Someone threw him out of a helicopter.
Sure. Yep.
Last time I saw Jorge, he was sitting on that stool right there. He got a call. Then he said he was going out for a while and he never came back.
Do you remember the numbers?
650 at 100K each.
You're sure that's what he said?
I'm positive. You remember the last word someone you love said to you.
650 at 100K, we're talking 65 million bucks.
That's a lot of black chips.
Atlantic City casinos rake in, what?
Gross gaming revenue's got to be a couple billion a year. Sanchez and Orozco do freelance casino security. I mean, maybe it all started with them. They stumbled onto something big. They needed help.
So they reached out to Franz, maybe Swan. Guess this whole thing could be tied to gaming.
I'm Ellie. I'll be your server. What can I get you?
The casino's director of security.
Sure.
So, you're the 110. Now, Sanchez and Orozco talk about you guys all the time.
Wow, they're loose lips. Loose lips.
We have reason to believe they might be dead.
I just saw them. How can I help?
These numbers mean anything to you?
We think Sanchez and Orozco may have been looking into a $65 million gambling scam.
And I can tell you right now, our books are on mark. We're not missing a
This
penny.
is how paranoid I am sometimes. If I was a director of security at a casino, would you have open windows behind you as your desk? No, I would not.
You know, this might take a few hours. Where you guys stand?
Don't know yet.
Well, then please allow me. Well, it looks like all we have available is a suite.
We'll put you all in. So there's one location for all of you to be found.
When someone offers to comp you a suite, just say yes.
Don't trust it. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Better take 24-hour security watches. Shifts. That's the word I'm looking for.
Dips on the ocean view.
Did he check you in under your names? When I worked at the MGM Grand, I don't think the head of security had direct access to our front desk software. If they need anything, they would just call us. Because that would be one more, two or three more person that they'd have to train on that software. And I never saw anybody
Unpacked?
from any other division in our trainings.
Yep.
He got a new toothbrush.
I still can't believe David O'Donnell procreated.
You'll find out soon enough, Dixon.
You're pregnant?
No, she's engaged. What, you didn't know?
No!
Someone finally lassoed our little filly.
He knows nothing.
Yeah, well, about that, you guys can unsave the date. And then one day I see text messages on his phone.
No one steps out on Dixon.
Not even him, apparently. Text messages were from his niece, who was visiting. I realized that when I thought he was cheating,
She was relieved.
I was, relieved. I don't know, if you're gonna spend the rest of your life with somebody, don't you want to feel something more than comfort? I mean, don't you want to feel excitement, a little jolt of something when you see him?
Dixon's gonna die, isn't she?
Carla Dixon doesn't settle.
I think Carla Dixon's not long for this series.
And what about you, Neely? Every time I check my LinkedIn, you're getting promoted again.
I'm having fun.
Why rent? Buy and build equity.
Get a condo. Co-ops are fucking banana republics.
Yeah.
Oh, Reacher.
Being awfully quiet over there.
Home ownership is like keeping snakes as pets or ballroom dancing competitions. Fine if that's what you're into. I just don't see the appeal. Then one day I was in a bar and someone plays Howlin' Wolf singing about trains going by in the night. That sounded like real freedom to me.
You jumping on freight trains?
Sometimes. Mostly I take buses or hitchhike.
What kind of lunatic is picking up the world's biggest drifter?
I was wondering that same thing, sir.
Where do you eat?
I steal pie off windowsills. Unattended boats and marinas are good for a night.
All you need is a stick and a bindle.
Too much luggage.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you ever get lonely?
That went unanswered. But he has a cell phone, so I know you can have that auto-deducted and whatnot, but... It's looking so unappealing. He doesn't have anything else under his name?
It's like someone took the sign as a personal challenge.
Doreen, I'm just warming up. Looks like I'm not the only one who couldn't sleep.
Figured if I was gonna do math, I might as well make some walking around money. I could stand and have a guaranteed win because the next card out of that shoe is gonna bust you.
Nope, she's really good at counting cards.
15. Too many.
You're having a very lucky night. Maybe you'd like to celebrate with a concert on us. Ladies of the 80s, Debbie Gibson, Tiffany, and Taylor Dane performing their biggest hits. If you hurry, you can actually catch a second half.
I'm having fun.
Well, yeah, why do you want her to stop playing?
And we know you're counting cards.
That's why they want her to stop
Which is more
playing.
legal if you do it in your head. Seeing that your chief of security was kind enough to comp us a suite, I'll cut you some slack.
Mm-hmm.
After the text I got from Neely about Franz, my head's been kind of cloudy, you know?
Yeah.
Did she just announce to everyone in the casino that they're staying in a suite comp by the head of security? Just announce your location.
What I really want to do is go after government corruption and waste. I mean, if tax money was spent efficiently, honestly, I mean, we could fix roads and bridges and schools. Like, we could help people who actually need help.
You should do it.
Startup costs are prohibitive.
First step's always the hardest.
That car was really close to them.
Is that why? Back in the day, you and I never happened. First steps were the hardest. I mean, come on, Reacher. It's not like I didn't drop any hints.
But he was your boss.
I was your boss. Wouldn't have been right.
Boss in the military at that.
Well, I waited years for that answer, and it's pure Reacher.
Mm-hmm.
Direct, honest, and well-reasoned.
Someone's coming after them.
Can I ask you another question? What do you want to do about the two guys that are following us?
Mm-hmm.
See that car parked up the street with the New York dealer tags?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure it was behind us on the expressway when we came into town.
So what's the plan?
I might go over the fence. Go.
Oh, that fence came down on him. He looks like he's looking forward to this. Purpose? This was on purpose. See, this is when you get fixated on little details that may or may not mean anything, but you're going, what does that mean? Uh-huh. Follow him, Pumpkin. He wants you to follow him, and he knows you have to. Because you made a big effort in following him so far. That's his one shirt! How did you not pass out with a brick to the head? Not even a pause. Not even a... And you all didn't hear that? Oh, this is when Dixon's dying in his arms. So the guy with the scar have a twin? Because I swore we just saw him die. Or is everybody with this dark short haircut looks the same to me? Guy with the scar. He's gonna break your leg, dude. Drown you in the cement.
It's the members-only jacket guy from the casino. Let's search this asshole's car.
Does this asshole have a phone on him? Look at that dossier. Oh, this is bold, Reacher.
Not in the way you expected.
You're fucking with the wrong guy, Reacher.
Then why are you the one that sounds scared?
And he knows to call him Reacher. And he knew that by his voice.
Nothing to ID any of them. These guys are pros.
But no to call him Reacher.
Parking lot pass.
New Age Technologies. Stamped yesterday morning.
I think it's what you call a clue.
I would take your dossier.
What are we gonna do about those bodies?
Because, well, that's just deep enough. It's a very decorative slash. She gets shot?
Looks like a piece of shrapnel bit me. What you doing?
What my mom used to do when the alcohol stuff.
You know, you're probably just blowing germs into it.
Mm-hmm.
But it feels good.
Thanks.
She's dying. She's dying!
You know, Reacher, it's perfectly normal to be lonely sometimes. You don't have to be lonely tonight.
She's dying.
And you're not my boss anymore.
He can't be distracted. Your lives are on the line. She's dying. So how thin are the walls in this suite? That does not look like the kind of car you want to drive around in the snow. Like, no traction.
All 650 will be in the truck. You can track the shipment with a GPS locator I paired to this.
My men will take care of the rest.
His men?
And the weapons?
Who else? I didn't see anybody with him.
They'll all be used overseas. I was told that was the deal.
Absolutely.
Never gonna be used overseas.
Of course. I would never harm anyone.
You both are done, dude.
Morning, Dixon.
We need to talk to you about what happened last night.
Oh, the whole hotel heard what happened last night.
You folks seem a little jumpy, and I hate to be the bearer of more.
He called the cops.
Atlantic City PD told me that 2 more bodies have been discovered in upstate New York near where they found your other friend. Judging by the decomposition, they've been there a while.
I'll tell Melina about Jorge.
Their wounds match Franzi's.
And I talked to my counterparts at the other casinos. Orozco and Sanchez, they weren't working on anything for any of them. Like, no one has hit any of the casinos.
This has always been a New York case.
Where the hell are you going?
Don't ask.
We're gonna need more guns.
Okay. So we have our red herring, possibly, with the whole Atlantic City casino thing. I know a lot of things are being said out loud for the benefits of the audience. And because we're not reading the book to hear the internal dialogue, we need to hear more. But gosh, that makes me, it makes me twitchy about you're saying too many things out loud. You're giving your positions away. I would trust nothing, nobody. This is probably why I wouldn't be in this business. But man, more people have died. And I'm still wondering if Lowry, his car accident, although how many years they said it was, 2 years prior, if that was really a car accident or also tied in. That's 4 people gone. That's it. There's nobody left, right? It's just these 4 left. What was happening then that's now be tracing now? Okay. See, they are leaving enough clues that are making me intrigued, so I want to know what happens. Who was the first one on the case? What is the case really? And anytime you're selling guns, hoping they'll be taken overseas and not used against your own people. Once it leaves your hands, you have no control, whatever happens to it. And I still think Dixon's gonna die, because we know Jack doesn't end up with happily ever after. These are not romance novels, these are mystery novels. So the murder will get solved, but Jack will not get his HEA. So she has to die. Or it'll be time, this was good, I'm drifting on with my life. But I see more death and destruction. Are y'all intrigued? I hope you're intrigued. Okay, so episode 2, In the meantime, before I get to episode 3, please, as always, take care of yourselves, stretch your bodies, stay hydrated, find 5 seconds of joy. I hope this was your 5 seconds of joy. And then you're going to come back and watch the next video in the queue. So thanks again, you all, and until next time.